Well, as we're getting ready to start the girls' game, and now we'll have the starting lineups. Michelle Sargis, number 3, hit a big shot the other night. Lacey Beeks back in the starting lineup, so she must be recovering a little bit from her injury. Haley Fitz, the point guard. She's a junior. Brooke Barnett, a senior, and then the junior, 6-foot Justine Huber. And Justine Huber with 36 points the other night against Ozark, her career high. We had Coach Froud on at halftime, and he confirmed that that was her career high. The Lady Pioneers Destiny Thomas, Shelly Hammond, also a junior. Terrell Arnold, a junior. A sophomore forward, so only one senior starts for Gentry Pioneers. Derek, I'm gonna get the phone set up to do some twittering tonight. I've had a couple requests to do that, and so I'm gonna try to. I can send it via phone. So
okay.
Well, I set that up a little bit if the game gets started.
Okay. I'm looking down in the corner of the gym. I see Delton Rhodes talking to the trainer. He's got a bag of ice, so he got shaken up a little bit in that last game, hoping he's okay, and he'll be ready to go for Tuesday night at Berryville. We get set to tip there. Justine Huber is going to control the ball for the Lady Tigers, and we're underway here in Gentry. Haley Fitz setting up the offense. Tries to drive in. Kicks it out to Huber, and now back to Fitz. Prairie Grove running their motion offense. Fitz thought about the 3, but decided not to take it. They're going to run a little more offense. Fitz has it on the wing again. She drives in, kicks it out to Beeks. Gentry doing a nice job of staying in front of our players right now. And now Justine Huber finds the lane open up. She goes all the way in for a left-handed layup. Lady Tigers lead 2-0. Prairie Grove ran off almost 1 minute of the clock on that first possession. And now Gentry throws it away, so Prairie Grove's going to get it back after running about 50 seconds of offense. Gentry runs about 7 seconds of offense, and now Prairie Grove's got the ball again, and Gentry's got to play more defense. 2-0 here, 6:50 to play in the first quarter. It's one of the things, if you run your offense long enough, sometimes the defense makes a
Haley Fitz
lapse.
No good. Brooke Barnett, as always, a sure Barnett. There's Huber, no good. Always count on Brooke getting those offensive rebounds.
Yep, didn't take long. There's one for the night.
We don't always keep up. Let's try to keep up with her offensive her rebounds in general tonight.
Okay. You know, we did it unofficially Tuesday night, and we had her down for, I think, 14 rebounds. She has her typical game. She'll be up in the double digits again. Well, there's Tara Arnold taking the ball in hard right there. She's going to draw a foul. That foul is going to be on Justine Huber, so that's her first foul, and Tara Arnold's going to shoot free throws for the Lady Pioneers.
Well, the Lady Pioneers, it's impressive. They start only one senior, and that lets you know that they're probably going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the future.
Yeah, you know, they've had a rough year this year. They're 5-17 overall, just 3-8 in the conference. But when you've got a young team like this, sometimes that's to be expected, and a lot of times that will pay off for you in the upcoming years. Now Huber one-on-one against Arnold.
And going to get the opportunity for the and one. Well, Justine's picking up where she left off on Tuesday night with the outing with 36 points, and they've already gotten 5 tonight, just a little over 2 minutes into the ball game.
Justine scoring over a minute a point, you know, her pace-wise the last game and now this part of the game. 41 points in probably about 35 minutes of play.
And a nice defense is there by Brooke Barnett and Lacey Beeks, and then the loose ball goes into Haley Fitz's hands. Now the Tigers gets it to Huber. If Prairie Grove gets the lead a little bit, I wouldn't mind seeing the team learn. There's Fitz, takes it all away. You know, they've kind of relied heavily on Justine the last couple of games.
Yes.
There's going to be times with her size she could get into foul trouble. And
Gentry throws that ball away again. Nice pressure defense right there by Lumsargas. 4:57 to play in the first quarter. Lady Tigers up 7-1. Coach Frau wants Justine to come get the ball and set up the offense right here. Now Lacey Beeks is going to take it hard to the basket. Too strong. Barnett there with the rebound. She puts it in off the glass. So there's 2 rebounds, both on the offensive end, and now
another steal.
Lady Tigers get another turnover. Lumsargas wide open for 3. Bottom. Well, the Lady Tigers off to a fast start, 12-1, with just 4:24 to play in the first quarter. So Brooke Barnett, 2 points, 2 offensive rebounds. We've got 4 girls that have scored tonight. Four girls have given us our 12 points. Gentry has yet to really get the ball into their offensive set. They've only had a couple of shots at the basket by my count. I noticed that there's a student, it looks like, from Gentry with a towel in the boys' game. If you're just joining us, there was a leak from the roof in the fourth quarter. And now it looks like Gentry is going to try to come out every time they can get a chance to get a towel and keep the playing surface safe for everybody involved. You know, Gentry, Lynn, had a good year last year. They lost a lot of upperclassmen last year, but they made it to the state tournament and I believe won a game down there at Heber Springs where the state tournament was held. So they're replacing a lot from last year.
Well, Prairie Grove's jumped out to 12-1 lead, so Prairie Grove not off to the slow start that they were last on Tuesday night. And now
seems like we were down double digits right off the bat that game against Ozark.
There's 5-second call. And Gentry is going to have to get something going here. This thing's going to get away from them quick.
Yeah, it could get ugly if they're not careful here. Here's Huber on the wing. Drives it to the baseline. Nice job by Arnold. Now a back cut by Beeks, but that ball is knocked away by Jordan Olds, and Gentry comes away with the turnover.
Well, Thomas gets it over to Arnold. Arnold drives all the way and going to get 2 shots. Going to be Brooke Barnett with her first foul. Team second. Nice to see Prairie Grove get off the fast start after, that was dismal the other night at home. Arnold, first shot on the way, it's good, 12-2. Gentry Pioneers lead, or trail, to the Lady Tigers. Second shot, no good. Rebound, Brooke Barnett. So now quickly down the court. Now Lacey Beeks looking for a drive. There's Huber for 3. No good. Brooke Barnett, lucky. there on that one not to get the over the back call. Ball gets in. That's Cripps, and she gets it down the floor to Thomas pretty quickly. Now Hammond back to Cripps. I'm sorry, to Thomas. Holds, gets it. That's Arnold. She's guarded by Huber. Hammond back at the top of the...
Well, then it's only a matter of time before we see a walk call.
But this crew tonight, absolutely another rebound for Brooke Barnett. Now Lumsargas bringing the ball down. Prairie Grove leads 12-2. Haley Fitz under control there. Now Lacey Beeks has got a drive. No good. Brooke Barnett knocks it out. Oh, Prairie Grove lucky not to get a foul there. Now Thomas brings it down quickly over to Arnold. Jordan Olds with the ball, guarded by Beeks. There's Cripps for three, no good. Rebound, Huber. Haley gives a little push there on Cripps. They're kind of, look at this. This is the old Michael Jordan play, kind of pick up, pulls up, good. Justine Huber, 14-2. Remember, the Bulls used to do that a lot with Jordan. They clear off and put four on the side. And
well, the only difference right there, Justine didn't wave all her teammates over to the other side of the floor like Jordan would, but the result was basically the same.
Well, back then there was no zone in pro, so you had to play man-to-man. Right. Lumsargas gets the ball quickly down to Beeks, and Beeks converts. Prairie Grove up 16-2. And Thomas with the ball. She backs up for the three. No good. In and out. Ball bounces around and now recovered by Gentry, and looks like Haley Fitz. Maybe something's wrong down there, Derek. Not sure.
Yeah, it looks like she was grabbing her side. I don't know exactly what happened, if she got an elbow there or a knee possibly. I don't know.
Well, I hope she's not having a tie.
We don't need another.
We don't need one of those.
Right through the Prairie Grove program for sure.
Destiny Thomas with the ball, gets it new into the game. That's Hannah Bond, number 25. There's Arnold, picked up by Whitney Fitz. She drives strong to the hole and no good. Rebound, Cappy Bryant also in. And also Abby Smith. So a lot of new players in as we finish up the first quarter. Cappy Bryant trying to go baseline, pulls it back out. Gets it to Lumsargas, guarded tight there by Thomas. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Prairie Grove leading. Lumsargas with the ball in the corner. Prairie Grove having a hard time getting a good shot off right now.
Yeah, they tried to set a double screen on the baseline for Michelle, but Gentry did a good job of getting through the screen and getting a hand up on Michelle where she wasn't able to get that shot off.
Well, looks like we had actually got the ball, could have got the ball to Whitney there. She had a pretty good look, just overthrew a little bit. Hannah Bond gets the ball down to Thomas. 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Prairie Grove leading 16-2.
Well, there's a nice little high-low play by Gentry.
Ball goes in and out for them.
Could have been a foul there on Gentry as well.
Oh, yeah, push there. Down to 9 seconds. And now Whitney Fitz gets it to Brooke Barnett. Nice move inside. And that's going to end the first quarter. Prairie Grove leads at the end of the first quarter. The Tigers lead 18-2.
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Whether in sports or banking, competition is healthy for a community. If you consider all the choices you have in banking today, the Bank of Fayetteville stands out. The founders of the Bank of Fayetteville realize the importance of giving back to the community, not only for the Tigers on the field tonight, but for the future Tigers to come. The Bank of Fayetteville believes that the folks of Prairie Grove have great potential, and they have that one goal in mind to help you reach that potential. You see, with this thought process in mind, the community wins. The Bank of Fayetteville, banking on your potential.
Well, we're set to start the second quarter. Gentry trails on Colors Day, 18-2.
Wow, and that's a good start for the Lady Tigers. And Bond with the ball, guarded by Cappy Bryant. On the floor right now for the Tigers, Huber, Smith, Beeks, Bryant, and Whitney Fitz. Now Bryant gets the loose ball. Nice move, and it's going to be a blocking call, and Justine's going to get the basket. It's 20-2 Tigers. And she's shaking up a little bit on that, Derek. So
yeah, she fell hard.
With this kind of lead, wouldn't mind seeing Coach Frowley give her a little bit of a break here, Derek.
And he may very well do that after she shoots his free throw. Coach Frowley's looking at his bench right now. I haven't seen anybody get up to go get her.
And she makes it 21-2. How many she got already, Derek?
10 points.
10 points in 9 minutes.
Yep, that's right. Staying ahead of the 1 point per minute pace.
You know, Gentry's had some tough breaks on the basket tonight. Just the ball's gone in and out on them several times, just not falling for them. Carolyn Page is going to go line. She was fouled there by Abby Smith.
Well, Gentry yet to have hit a field goal. They've only scored points at the free throw line tonight. As Page knocks that one down, that's her first points. Now Huber is going to take a seat on the bench, and
got Brooke Barnett back in. And the second shot on the way, also good by Carolyn Page. And 21-4, Tigers lead by 17 with 7:16 to go in the second quarter. Brooke Barnett to Whitney Fitz, and good. Oh, Bryant going to be called with a foul. Nice ball movement there. Rebecca Cook, a senior, inside. She gets fouled. (23-4), and like you said, Gentry's yet to get a field goal, and it's, you know, over a quarter in the game.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling, and they have had a couple of good looks, but they've also had quite a few turnovers in the early going. And
Bryant and Smith come out of the game. Whitney Fitz back in after she was shaken up a little bit, so it looks like she appears to be okay. Bumsargis, 2 Fitz, Barnett, and Beeks into the game. And the second shot is also missed, but rebounded by Arnold and gets the first basket. They're both in. 23-6, and Gentry's first field goal comes at about the 6:30 mark of the second quarter. 23-6, Prairie Grove leading by 17. Haley Fitz with the ball. Nice crossover move and a nice feed. Nice play assist by Haley Fitz to Brooke Barnett. 25-6, Prairie Grove leads.
Oh. Coach Frau going to call a timeout right there. Barnett did a great job of knocking that ball away, and then Haley Fitz came up with it. And I don't think Coach Frau saw. Gentry had nobody back on defense right there, but he wanted to call a timeout, try to set something up specifically on this offensive trip.
Well, Derek, this is definitely not like the boys' game, and it's definitely like the game from last Tuesday night.
Well, that's a welcome change, I would think, because that game Tuesday night, it was a battle for 4 quarters plus an overtime period. I mean,
well, Ozark,
they played a great game.
And they played with a lot of passion. Enjoyed the Ozark fans on our, where we were webcasting
from. They came to play too.
Yeah, they did.
Into it from the get-go.
And I've been impressed with the Gentry fans tonight. In spite of their both of their teams' records, they've been pretty much into the game. And now Lumsargis for 3, no good. Rebound picked up there by Thomas. Down quickly. There's Arnold with the ball. Boy, Hannah Bond was moving the ball down quickly. Destiny Thomas guarded by Whitney Fitz. Hannah Bond guarded by Michelle Lumsargis. Hammond trying to find something. Prairie Grove, nice defense this time down the court. Derek, do you think it's frustrating for Gentry right now? I mean, they can't get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, and the few that they've gotten, they haven't been able to make anything off of, but right now, yeah, they're having to work for, just seems like every pass that they're making, they're having to work for. Every dribble they take, they're working hard
and
for.
And now Huber recovered. Oh! Hey, many times as Justine's hit the floor already. And with a 19-point lead in the second quarter, Derek.
Yeah, and I think one thing that maybe Coach Froud is thinking is this happened at Pea Ridge the other night. We jumped out on them, but then that second quarter, they outscored us, I believe, and everything that we had worked to build up in the first quarter was cut into by the halftime. So I'm sure that plays into Coach Froud's head right now as he wants to stay sharp and not get lackadaisical.
Fitz for 3, no good. 3-second call. Not sure who was in the lane there.
Well, I think we're going to find out whoever Lacey Beeks comes in for. Right?
I believe it was just.
Yeah, and it could be just to give her
Justine's kind of holding her tailbone there.
She's taking some hits tonight. That last one, Gentry, the crowd was really upset. Thought their feet got tangled up, and it was incidental.
Nice move to the basket there by Destiny Thomas. 28-5, Prairie Grove leads. About 4 minutes to go here. Well, I tell you what, Barnett and Cook are battling each other in there every time on both ends of the floor. Whitney Fitz draws past, but the ball's going to be missed. Barnett with a rebound, gets out to Lumsargis for 3. Bottom! Yes, and Lumsargis stretches the Prairie Grove lead to 20, and that's her second bottom of the night.
And it's been a while since we've said that about Michelle hitting 2 threes, and it's good to see her because she's too good of a shooter. And shooters go through their slumps at times, but hopefully tonight she's coming out of it. It's off to a good start.
Barnett knocks the ball away, and her and Cook, I don't know if you're watching that battle inside, but they're
getting
shoving.
After it in there. Yeah, they sure are.
It's a nice observation by our camera lady to pick that up.
You know, Cook's a senior as well, so she and Barnett are probably pretty familiar with each other at this point in their careers.
Well, there were two sophomores going at it, Hannah Bond and Abby Smith. And Smith's going to pick up her second foul. Tigers with 5 team fouls, 28-8. Gentry with 2 field goals in the whole first half and 5 free throws. That's their points, 9 points.
Yeah, they've done a good job of getting to the free throw line. They've shot, this will be their 10th free throw. Prairie Grove has only shot 2 free throws, but you're right, the field goal situation is a totally different subject.
Both free throws made, and now Sargis gets the ball down quickly, and now Whitney Fitz feeds Barnett, and there's Barnett's 6th point of the night, and it's right there on the easy buckets.
Well, you know what? It's starting to look like Brooke Barnett likes any Colors Day. Because 2 weeks ago it was our Colors Day. She was queen, played the game of her life. She's already got 8 points, Lynn, 6 rebounds.
8 points
in the first half. She may just like Colors Day no matter where the festivities are taking place.
Well, here we go. I haven't checked the webpage in a while, so let me take a look here. Go Tigers. Great job, Cameron, tonight. Whoever needs a raise, good job to Derek and Lynn also. Storming in PG, Dina says, never saw you guys win. Denver, I had an obligation Wednesday night, but trust me, you'll see Derek there probably take you one-on-one. We're getting some complaints. And Henry wants to know about the tournament information. Nice long pass. And they're going to roll in for Thomas. Henry is asking about tournament. The regional tournament, or the district tournament, will be in Gravette.
Right.
And so, and when that begins for us, those watching, that'll depend on seeding. For the girls, it'll probably be a Friday night, first night that they'll play, because they'll be the 1 or the 2 seed probably. Not definite. We still got a few games left, but if things keep cruising along like they are, then that'll probably be the case. Gappy Bryant, and she throws it in, 32-12. But for the regional tournament will be in Ozark.
Yep.
And the district tournament will start in Gravette probably Tuesday night, a week from this Tuesday.
That's right. I believe they start on Tuesdays. I don't think they start on a Monday.
Right.
I think you're right. I think they'll go Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, I believe that's
not this coming week, but
the week after.
Yep.
And then the following week after that will be the regional tournament. And again, knowing when Prairie Grove teams will play, or if Prairie Grove teams will, well, the girls will probably be there by virtue of being a 1 or 2 seed.
Right.
The boys will have to definitely work their way in there. But knowing when they play will just have to be determined how things play out the rest of the season.
Yep.
Prairie Grove leading 32-12. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 5 seconds. And Coach Froud is a little bit upset with that.
And I think he's more upset with the players than he is with the call right there.
Oh, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was not happy with how the offense was moving and running right there. One thing to note here, Justine went out, got some treatment it looked like on the bench, but she's back up in the huddle. She's not in the game yet, but she appears to be like she's ready to go back into the game whenever she's called upon.
Well, trying to, during the game tonight, Derek, I can tweet from the phone, trying to give some tweets for folks who, I've had a couple of requests from people saying, hey, can you tweet the score so they can see them there at ball games and other parts of the conference, or, West Fork, Lincoln, places like that. So we try to accommodate where we can. Prairie Grove leading. Going to be close to 10-second call here. And look at there, it's a nice steal by Sargis, and then missed there by Beeks, and now that's Bond. Jump ball with 1:38 to go.
Lady Tigers have had 7 players score in the first half right here. That's been a big change from the past couple of games that we've seen, where it's been kind of a 2 or 3 man show.
That's one thing Henry noted on our comments page. He was glad to see the balanced score, and
Yes.
that's a good thing for the Lady Tigers. You got Barnett with 8. You got Lumsargis with at least 6, I believe, Derek. Is that correct?
I'm
now
sorry.
Lumsargis.
6.
Now she's got 8. So 34-12, Prairie Grove with their largest lead of the game at this point.
Yeah, Coach Froud has played 8 players, and 7 of the 8 have scored already in the first half.
Shot no good. Ball's going to go out to the Tigers, knocked away by Cook. 51.6 seconds. Lady Tigers 34-12. We talk sometimes. We like that 30-point lead in the fourth, and we never get it very often. With a game like tonight, you'd like to see.
We're on pace.
We're on pace.
Add that and the fact that it's about 100 degrees up here in this box.
That's why I'm really, no disrespect to Gentry at all for their girls and Colors Day, but it's hot up here. We got a light, I feel like a McDonald's French fry underneath this light. We're down to 19 seconds to go here in the first half. And Cappy Bryant.
I went and sat in the bleachers in between the games, and it's like 20 degrees cooler in the bleachers than it is where we're standing.
We got 5, 4, 3, 1. Shot on the way. Oh! I thought Coach Froud didn't like it. He didn't like the way that was executed. Well, that's the end of the first half. And our score, the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers 34, Gentry Pioneers 12. I'm going to check the comment page. Derek, if you want to get your stats ready, we'll do some quick.
Okay.
Well, no, we know what. We'll do the stats when we come back. Let's take a look at the comment page, and then we'll go to. Well, while I'm doing that, we'll watch the cheerleaders. Gretchen, you have the cheerleaders on. Well, we will. We're going to take a halftime break. We'll be away from you for about 7 minutes or so, and we'll rejoin you with the halftime stats that time.
Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger Basketball.
Okay, we're back for the second half of our girls basketball game. Prairie Grove leads 34-12. The halftime stats for Prairie Grove: Michelle Lumsargis with 8 points, Whitney Fitz with 2, Haley Fitz with 2, Lacey Beeks with 2, Kathy Bryant with 2. Brooke Barnett has 8 points and 6 rebounds tonight. Justine Huber with 10 points, and I think she had all 10 of those in the first quarter. So a lot of different folks scoring for Prairie Grove tonight. As far as fouls goes, Prairie Grove: Abby Smith with 2, Kathy Bryant with 1, Brooke Barnett with 1, Justine Huber with 1. And Gentry, the only person with fouls is Tara Arnold with 2. She has 4 points. Destiny Thomas with 4, Carolyn Page with 2, and Hannah Baum with 2. Tara Arnold, let's see, Gentry tonight is 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 6 of 10 from the line tonight. Prairie Grove 2 of 2, both of those made by Justine Huber. So as we get ready to start the second half, Prairie Grove leading 34-12. And Thomas will have the ball as we start the second half. Lady Pioneers trailing Prairie Grove by 22, and rebound goes to Haley Fitz. She gets it down quickly to Justine Huber. Derek, I noted Justine, that's her first basket since the first quarter. She had 10. Well, I take that back. She must have scored right at the end of the beginning of the second quarter, because I said 10 points in 9 minutes.
Right,
so,
yeah, that's right.
And that was her first point since, so almost a full quarter without scoring is Huber, but the rest of the Lady Tigers made up for it.
Yeah, that's for sure. We had a lot of girls contribute in that first half with scoring, and Brooke Barnett 6 rebounds in that first half.
Brooke lucky not to get a foul there. There's the shot and a 3-point basket. Hammond with the 3-point basket. Lumsargis gets it down in the corner to Beeks. You know, Beeks has had some nice drives tonight, and it just hadn't fallen for her. I think Fitz was ready to shoot at that time, but didn't quite get the grip on it. Fitz, no good. Rebound, Brooke Barnett. Now she's going to be called for over the back. That's 7 rebounds on the night for Barnett. So I'm sure she'll, it's her second foul.
That's a good point our camera lady just made. I think that's the first over-the-back call tonight for either team. And maybe in the boys' game, too.
Well, the best thing about that camera lady is she's put up with me. Next week, it'll be, or 2 weeks from now, it'll be 25 years she's put up with me, Derek. So
wow, so she got married when she was 14.
She got married. Wow. Actually, she was 12 and I was 12. So that's the way we do it in the South. Justine Huber picks up the loose ball. Haley Fitz. Nice crossover move. Oh, I wanted the and one on that. That was a sweet move.
Well,
go ahead.
You don't see it. Who was the player there? Cripps was guarding Fitz, and she was about 5 feet off of her from the three-point line, and Fitz still beat her to the basket with that crossover move.
Oh, Fitz off on that shot. 35-15 or 36-15. There, that's a wicked move.
Yeah,
I mean,
quick.
She's quick, and you don't see that much from a lot of girls, and so because it's so quick and she is so good at it, it's very effective for the Lady Tigers. They lead 37-15. Fitz picks up her third point of the night. 1 of 2 at her free throws. Justine Huber guarding.
Good
wow, there was
by Michelle.
2 fouls, none called. Par for the course tonight. Bond.
Well, we had one over the back call. I guess they don't want to call
Did you
second.
see that? You know, we talked about putting a collage of bad calls together. We could have a collage of bad calls for this game alone. Did you see that? We knocked it out. We got fouled. We knocked it out of bounds and still got the ball. It's nuts.
Oh, you never know what you're going to get every game out.
Justine squaring up. Ball knocked away there.
Well, that was good defense right there by Hammond on Huber. She didn't go for the fake, stayed in front of her, and was able to knock that ball out of bounds.
You know, I forget Justine's not a senior. We got her for a whole other year.
Yeah.
And, you know, we'll lose off of this starting lineup, Lonsargis and Barnett. But Beeks is back. Fitz is back. Justine's back. And the other Fitz, Whitney Fitz, is back. Abby Smith will be back. Macy Colchin will be back. She's on a knee injury. So Lady Tigers, and she's going to get called for a walk there. That is Hannah Bond.
Is that the first walk call of the girls' game?
I think it's the second one.
Second walk call? Okay.
Well, they had plenty in the first, so they're traveled out. They used all their miles. Their frequent flyer miles are all gone. So 37-15. Haley Fitz goes off. Again, not going to be out. Justine going up strong, and she's been on the floor 4 or 5 times tonight.
She has. Every time she hits the floor, I'm kind of holding my breath, making sure she gets up and is uninjured.
Going to be a foul. I guess Brooks will be called for her third foul. You know, the Lady Tigers come into the game tonight 20-1, 11-0 in the conference. Prairie Grove leading 37-15. Derek, I'm wondering if we're going to get what we talked about for that fourth quarter. I sure would like it, but Thomas for 3, and she knocks it down.
Help us.
That doesn't help the cause with that. 37-18. Lady Tigers lead the Lady Pioneers. Justine now out to Haley Fitz for 3. No good, and she's going to get called. I know I use this term a lot. That's the Kevin Morton move, and she's going to get a chance to shoot 3 free throws.
Well, they actually call it a shot on the floor.
Oh, so she didn't get the shots.
You know, sometimes I see referees that they will give you the 3 shots, and sometimes they say it was too far after you'd release the ball, I guess, and you just get the ball out of bounds. Now we've got an isolation play for Fitz at the top of the key. Oh, and she shoved off. She got some separation right there. Pretty clever move right there by Fitz. Sometimes you can get away with that, but not that time. And Lynn, I'll wait till we have a little bit of more of a break before I say something else about somebody that's watching.
Okay. All right.
Late breaking news here.
All right. Well, we'll go to it. Cappy Bryant knocks it away, and Bond with the ball. You know, Thomas has played a pretty good game tonight for Gentry.
Yeah, she has. She leads them in scoring with 7 points tonight.
Bond's a sophomore, and she's been pretty aggressive. There's Thomas again for 3. No good. Ball's going to go off the leg of Olds. Derek, go ahead.
Lynn, at the halftime break, Brooke Barnett's stepdad came up and said, "Are you guys online?" And I said, "Well, I hope so." I think we are. He said his half-sister lives in Oregon. She's watched every game that we've done, and she likes watching Brooke Barnett and the Lady Tigers play, and they wanted to send a special shout-out to her tonight. So, Mary, thank you for watching. We appreciate you being with us, and
Absolutely. Mary, if you keep watching, we can actually sell advertisement in Oregon if we needed to.
That's right.
So there's olds for 3, no good. Mary, we do appreciate that, and it's good to know, part of what we do at the end of football season and the end of basketball season is we go back and say, hey, where's our reach and what is consistent, and we see these things. And after each game, I go and look at the states that that are being watched, and so we're glad that you're able to watch. Hope you were able to see Colors Day a couple weeks ago and all the festivities around that. Abby Smith, the Whitney Fitz. Tigers been quiet here in the third quarter as far as scoring goes, and now drive and good. Whitney Fitz lays it in, 39-18. Like to see us get a few points right here at the end of the third.
Well, one thing's for sure, Coach Froud has not backed off the pressure.
It's like going to be a timeout by the Lady Tigers coach Tim Rippey.
Son of the legendary Coach Rippey from Ozark. Several state championships down there.
I thought you were going to say the legendary Rodney Allen Rippey from the 70s.
I don't know who that is, Lynn. I don't know how old you think I am.
Yeah, he's definitely for your time. I'm still trying to figure out if that national anthem we heard tonight was over the PA or someone was singing. It had to be played. It was flawless, and I never did see anybody sing, but it was a cappella regardless.
I thought maybe the singer was hidden in the locker room with a mic or something.
Yeah, I was looking for him and never saw him. My apologies to Coach Rippey from Ozark. So. Number 12, Brooklyn Williamson. That's the first time we've seen her tonight, and she's a sophomore. So sophomores and juniors are loaded on this Gentry team, so I got a feeling they're going to be something to be reckoned with in the next couple of years.
And who are the, Lynn, you've seen a lot of junior high games this year. Who are the girls' junior high programs that we're going to have to keep an eye on?
Well, Farmington for sure. Farmington is got a really good program. Now Huntsville plays in our junior high conference. They're good, but they won't be in our conference.
Right.
I mean, the main one's Farmington. Now, as a junior high team, we're battling about 500, but I think Abby Smith makes that shot. We're battling around 500, but I also think that a lot of those, I think every team that has beaten us, with the exception of Farmington and Huntsville, we've also beaten.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's been one of those where we may have lost but beat them once or twice. So we've had that. There's a steal, and Whitney Fitz lays it up and in. 43-18. I'm starting to like this.
We're getting close, but we're running out of time here.
Somebody needs to hit a big three right here.
Yeah. Is there such a thing as a 5-point play in basketball? Oh, we tried.
There's 43-18, 14.7 seconds. Even Henry just texted me asking who the heck is Rodney.
I'm going to Wikipedia him as soon as I get out of here.
He did what? Yeah, he well, you can wiki him, and the basket a little too late there from Shelby Hammond, and that's the end of the third quarter. Our score: the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers 43, Gentry Lady Pioneers 18.
PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. But what does that mean to you? It means that you get to keep up with all your sporting events associated with Prairie Grove Athletics on a website furnished and maintained by PG Telco. It means that the folks at PG Telco have an interest in you, your kids, your school, and your community. And they're focused on progress. They're committed to bringing you the very latest in technology for your home or your office, for telephone, internet, long distance, or direct TV. Think PG Telco. Built on community, focused on progress.
We're back with you as we get ready to start the fourth and final quarter. Prairie Grove leading 43-18. I'm going to tweet that out. 48-18.
And we keep talking about the running clock in high school basketball in the state of Arkansas. If you get to a 30-point lead by the fourth quarter or in the fourth quarter, the clock runs with no stoppages unless there's an injury or a timeout. So that's what we keep referring to.
And there is Lacey Beeks getting us ever closer to that 30-point lead, 45-18.
You know, when we start counting it down, it never happens. So I'm just going to ignore it for now.
Well, like I said, I feel like a French fry under the lights here, and it is warm up here where we are. And there's a basket by, was that Hammond?
Hammond, yeah, Hammond got that one. You know, it's hard to get hot in February, but.
And now Abby Bryant throws the ball away, not helping the cause. I got to stop. I got to quit joking about it and get back to calling the game. 45-20, Prairie Grove leads. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Thomas brings it down. That was Caitlin Page, or Carolyn Page was begging for the ball. She was all alone down there. There's Thomas for three. No good. A little push off there by Cook. No good. And they're going to let them play down there. And now Whitney Fitz gets the loose ball tapped out by Beeks. Abby Smith bringing it down.
And then we may have seen the last of Brooke Barnett and Justine tonight. 25-point lead, 6.5 minutes to play. Trying to gear up for the stretch run and district tournament, regional tournament, hopefully state tournament run here.
Well, let's think about the Steak and Shake player of the game. It's a little early, but I mean, all the girls have played exceptional tonight. I mean, Brooks got 8 points, and I think they're going to get cooked there for pushing inside.
Double foul.
Oh, double foul. They're going to call it. One's on Cook and one's on probably Cappy Bryant.
And as physical as Cook has played tonight, that's just her first foul. She's gotten away with a few of those forearm shivers.
Wow, looking down tonight. You know, as I look down the list of players tonight, you know, Whitney Fitz has really played well. And, you know, gotten a lot of loose balls and like the way she's played tonight. There's Haley with it. So not there yet, but let's see how it plays out.
We've got some time here for somebody. And
well, the clock can run this way too, Derek.
That's right. Coach Fried is not afraid to take that time off the clock. We've seen him do it throughout the years. Nothing wrong with this either.
Nope, absolutely not. And now Cappy Bryant gets called for the walk.
And that's if you're going to walk, you don't want to do it in front of that official, as we found out in the boys' game. Out of the three officials, he's the one that will call it.
And now Hammond is about to take it to the hole. She pulls it back out. Olds with it. Now there's Thomas for three, and no good. Ball just goes over the outstretched arms of Whitney Fitz. Olds guarded by Bryant. Look at that battle inside going on there between, and a nice shot, a three-point shot. Destiny Thomas closes the lead down to 22. Cappy Bryant for three, no good. Whitney Fitz going to get called for over the back. I've seen a lot worse over the backs tonight than that one to be called.
Pretty good effort there by Whitney to try to tap that ball back out.
Wow. I guess they were getting too close, Derek.
If we had done that at 27, we'd be running clock.
Cook with the ball. Now we're going to get to see Cook and Barnett go at it a little bit more, and they come in with, you know, the one thing about Coach Froud, you know, he wants people to get better, and I mean, there's Thomas for three and knocks down another, and now it's 45-26.
Well, Thomas, 13 points for the Lady Pioneers. She's got half of their points tonight.
Hubert goes to the floor again tonight. This time she comes up smiling, but
it's a little bit of a different game in a lot of ways from Tuesday night against Ozark. We shot 35 free throws. This will be the Lady Tigers' 6th free throw on the night. So,
and they shot quite a few free throws tonight.
They're 6 of 10.
6 of 10.
Yep.
Well, they hadn't shot in the second half.
Right.
They shot all those in the first.
You're right.
And 47-26, 21-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Thomas played a very nice game for Gentry, and Lady Tigers applying the pressure, and all alone is Cook, and still can't knock it down, and loose ball picked up there by Huber. Now Lumsargas coming down. That's the separation. Now 1, 2. Huber for three. Bottom! Justine Huber. 50-26. You know, there's Thomas driving. Going to be a walk. You don't want to take any kind of anything approaching.
Definitely not.
A walk near him, because he's going to call it. He still has some of his travel miles left, Derek.
And I see how.
He must be a frequent flyer for sure.
My.
Well, here we go. We got into the game now. That is Callie Robinson, who just checked in. Abby Smith with the ball. Cappy Bryant, Whitney Fitz, and who's that down low there? That's number
Kim Reynolds.
Kim Reynolds is in. Cappy Bryant for three, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Pioneers, and the Lady Pioneers have a few new faces in as well. Number 22, Aspen Cripps, is in. There's a Kaylin and an Aspen. That's number 25, Hannah Bond, going to line. Let me see if I can get all these Gentry players. Is that number 15 or 11 over there? That's number 11. McKenna James. Shooting the free throws, Hannah Bond. Number 14, Kristen Flessner. Number 22, Aspen Cripps. And I believe that's number 1.
Yep.
Michaela Milam, I believe is the way you say that. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The Lady Tigers with the lead by 23, down to 2:24 to go. All the way out here to Abby Smith. There's Whitney Fitz for three. Bottom! 53-27. And now ball dribbled off there. McKenna James almost handed it to Abby Smith. Now Abby's going to drive all the way in, and good. 55-27. We may get the last minute to run off, Derek. I don't know. Here's a nice shot here. Number one.
At this point, I don't want it. I don't want it if we're going to get it with 1 minute left.
Whitney Fitz with the ball, and now she's going to pull it out. And Kim Reynolds. And another travel. And now Cecilia Martinez comes into the game. Derek, I think tonight with 9 points, a lot of loose balls, good rebounding tonight. I think we'll give the Steak and Shake player of the game, Whitney Fitz. Don't want to miss, Justine Huber with a big game.
Yeah.
Had 10 points in the first half, and then was kind of cool for a little bit, but obviously she contributes, but definitely like the play tonight of Whitney Fitz, our Steak and Shake player of the game. Bond gets it in, down to 1:07 to go, 55-27.
And Lynn Yasmin is in the ball game too. Yasmin Dreesy.
Oh, yes. Take a shot, Yasmin. Get in there. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I want to see her score. Shot there by McKenna James, no good. Kim Reynolds with the rebound.
Get it out of there, Kim.
Get it out of there.
Good job. Now we got to get it across half court here.
10 seconds. 32.2 remaining. Looks like another player's coming in. That's number 12. Brooklyn Williamson comes in for Bond. So both teams kind of emptying the bench. I'd love to see Yasmin get one more shot, Derek. I think Coach Froud wants her to get it too.
Yeah.
Goes off the foot. Now here's an opportunity with 24.1 to go.
This year, Cecilia's been our instant offense girl off the bench. The other night, she hit one like the first 5 seconds she was in the game. So either her or Yasmin may get a shot right here.
There's Cecilia. Way off on that one. And now that's probably going to do it. And with 1.1, and that's the ball game. Our final score, the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers 55, Gentry Lady Pioneers 27, and we couldn't even get they got the score off before we could even get it over there. Final score.
Right there.
Again, 55-27. There we go. Well, our next game, we will not be broadcasting this Tuesday night. We'll be that night we'll be taken off, and then. Or Derek, would you like to see if Kendall is that at home, Berryville?
It's at Berryville.
It's at Berryville.
Yes.
So we will not be coming to you that night. So our next game will be next Friday, the final home game of the year against Farmington. Our Steak and Shake player of the game tonight, Whitney Fitz. For the boys game, Chad Battles. So we'll come to you next time. Derek, you want to run through the final stats real quick, and then we'll call the night.
For Prairie Grove, Justine Huber, 17 points. Whitney Fitz with 9. Brooke Barnett, Michelle Lumsargas with 8 points each. Abby Smith and Beeks with 4 points. Haley Fitz with 3. Cappy Bryant with 2. And for the Gentry Lady Pioneers, Destiny Thomas led them with 13 points, followed by Hammond with 5, Arnold with 4, Bond with 3, and Caroline Page with 2 points. The final score, Lady Tigers win at 55-27 and improved to 12-0 in the conference.
And 21-1 overall. And I noticed one other stat there, Derek,
yep.
And that was the Lady Pioneers went 7 for 12 from the line, but the Lady Tigers got to the line only 6 times tonight. Huber hit 4 of 4. And Haley Fitz 1 of 2.
Right.
Well, that's it for tonight from Gentry. We'll see you next Friday night from Prairie Grove when they take on their crosstown rival, the Farmington Cardinals. Until then, I'm Lynn Gregson, Derek Dugan. We'll see you then. Good night. You know, yeah, we need to do that, senior night. I'll put it out on the web. Yeah, we'll do all the senior night stuff. Holy moly. All right, we got a lot of work to do here.